Hello again. Thank you for joining me. Joining me and Nala on our walk. We're just about to set out on. There she is. So I've spoken a lot about children, helping children with loss, helping young adults, looking at the grief recovery method in my last few videos. And I wanted to share with you today why I am passionate about helping young adults and children with loss. Some of you may know, some of you may not know, but I have a condition called fibromyalgia, which is a chronic pain condition, and it means that I spend majority of my life in pain, mostly every day. It's always there, it never goes away completely. It's more intense on some days than others, and it does depend upon what I'm doing and what's going on in my life. I'm a person that likes to live my life at 100 miles an hour, and I've had to complete on that I can't do that anymore. Nala's speaking because she's seen another dog. That's why you can hear her in the background. So I've spent a lot of my life in pain without knowing what it was, and quite scared, quite fearful that there's something hugely wrong with me. And there is something wrong with me. I've got fibromyalgia. They don't know a lot about it. Some people dispute that it's in your head. I can tell you it's not in your head. Of course it's in your head. It's in your head and it's in your body. It's something that's been with me most of my adult life, and they reckon it was brought on by a trauma. And when I was 13 I had a car accident, and I can tell you that on the days where it's really bad, it feels like I had the accident again. The hip where the car hit me, I can feel it in my leg, my hip, my back, all over. And there are other parts of the condition which is very hard to diagnose, and it's basically a series of eliminations. But I spent most of my life trying to soldier on, trying to push through it, and it never goes away. And there's that part of you that always has to think, if I just do this it'll go away. It doesn't go away. So I've had to complete on that pain. But they believe it's emotionally led, and it's, say, brought on by trauma, and it's can be brought on by leading a traumatic life, in a constant state of adversity, I suppose. Adversity is the wrong word, but constant state of emotional trauma. So that is one of the reasons why I want to help children with loss, helping children with loss and young adults, because if they don't spend their life in emotional trauma, then hopefully they won't go on to develop any physical, because being in emotional trauma for a lot of your life goes on and leads on to other physical things. And I've done the part of our training for becoming an advanced grief recovery specialist was to do the ACEs training, which is adverse childhood conditions. I think I've got that wrong, and if I have, I apologise. But when I did this training, it really resonated with me, because it showed that I spent a lot of my younger life, my young adult life, in a constant state of emotional trauma, and I didn't realise. When you're in it, you don't see it. And if I'd have had some of the tools that I have now, again, I don't know what could be different, but probably would have been a lot more different. I would probably dealt with things in a different way, better way. Don't know. You can't change what's the past, and I wouldn't be here today doing what I'm doing now if I hadn't have gone through my life in the way I have. And a lot of my life was my choice, that I didn't realise was my choice, but I have a choice now. And so passing on my experience, my knowledge, through the grief recovery method, and just in general to help you. So if you are struggling today, pick up the phone a friend, pick up the phone me. Have a little hunt around the web through Google, look at the grief recovery method, look at their lovely fandangled website, in which a team have put together recently. They've worked really, really hard on it, and I've seen some of the background work. Excuse me, I just got to scratch my nose. Seen some of the work that they've put into this, and it's been a challenge because they've done it through the COVID situation. So well done, you guys. It's fantastic. So that's me for now. Short one today. I'm off on my walk. Enjoy. Speak to you soon. Thanks for listening.